Namaste, and welcome back to Typical Monk. Today we take on body fluids and circulation, blood, the heart, and the pump that never rests. Everything NEET asks from this chapter, explained simply, and drilled the neat way too. One idea at a time. Here is today's path. 5 stops. First, what blood is made of. Second, RBC, WBC, platelets and blood groups. Third, the heart structure and its pacemaker. Fourth, the cardiac cycle, heart sounds, and the egg. And fifth, NEET drills, that is assertion, match, and statement. First, what exactly is blood? Blood is a special connective tissue, a fluid matrix called plasma, plus the formed elements. Plasma is about 55% of blood. It is roughly 90 to 92% water with 6 to 8% proteins. 3 main plasma proteins: fibrinogen for clotting, globulins for defense, and albumins for osmotic balance. Plasma also carries glucose, amino acids, and ions. And plasma, without its clotting factors, is called serum. Now, the cells of the blood, the formed elements. RBC, the erythrocytes, biconcave, and in mammals they have no nucleus. They are packed with hemoglobin. They are the most numerous, made in red bone marrow, and live about 120 days. WBC, the leukocytes, nucleated and colorless. Neutrophils are the most abundant and phagocytic. Lymphocyte-run immunity. And platelets trigger clotting. ABO blood groups. Antigens sit on the surface of the RBC, and antibodies float in the plasma. O is the universal donor, AB is the universal recipient. Lymph, that is tissue fluid without RBC and large proteins. It carries lymphocytes and absorbs digested fat through the lacteals. Now to the pump itself, the human heart. 4 chambers, 2 atria on top, 2 thick-walled ventricles below, and all of it is wrapped in the pericardium. Valves keep blood moving one way. Tricuspid on the right, bicuspid on the left, and the semilunar valves at the artery exits. The sand in the right atrium is the pacemaker. It sets about 70 to 75 beats per minute. The signal path, from San to Avan, then the bundle of his, and then the Purkinje fibers. Now, let us look inside one heartbeat. One cardiac cycle, first atrial systole, then ventricular systole, then joint diastole, and all of it in about 0.8 seconds. Cardiac output equals stroke volume times heart rate. That is roughly 70 milliliters times 72, which comes to about 5 liters per minute. 2 heart sounds, lub when the R valve shut and dub when the semilana valve shut. The egg waves, P is atrial depolarization, KS is ventricular depolarization, and T is ventricular repolarization. Now the full map of circulation. Blood passes through the heart, twice per round, pulmonary circulation to the lungs, and systemic circulation to the body. The right side handles the oxygenated blood. The left side handles oxygenated blood, and the two never mix. Regulation. The cardiac center in the medulla. Sympathetic nerves speed the heart up. Parasympathetic nerves slow it down, and adrenaline boosts it. Disorders: hypertension, that is blood pressure above 140/90, along with coronary artery disease, angina, and heart failure. Now the high yield pointers. The facts NEET turns into questions. 1. Plasma is about 55% of blood. RBC is the most abundant formed element, and RBC lifespan is 120 days. 2. The SAN is the pacemaker, sitting in the right atrium. Heart rate is about 72 per minute. 3. The cardiac cycle is about 0.8 seconds. Cardiac output is about 5 liters per minute. 4. Lub means the AV valves close at the start of ventricular systole, and dub means the semilunar valves close. 5. The QS complex is ventricular depolarization, and normal blood pressure is 120/80. Now the first drill, assertion and reason. Each time ask, is it true? Is R true? And does R explain A? First, A. The SAN is called the pacemaker of the heart. A. It generates the fastest rate of impulses. Both are true, and R correctly explains A, so the answer is A. Second, a mammalian red blood cells carry a nucleus, or red blood cells contain hemoglobin. Here A is false, but A is true, so the answer is D. Third, the first heart sound, lub, marks the closure of the atrioventricular valves. It occurs at the start of ventricular systole. Both are true, and I explains A, so the answer is A. Now, the second drill, match the column, make the right pairs. Pacemaker of the heart, the SAN, in the right atrium. Universal donor, blood group O. The first heart sound, lub, the R valves closing. And the QS complex, ventricular depolarization. Now, the third drill. How many of these statements are correct? Test them one by one. First, the SAN sets the rhythm of the heartbeat. This is correct. Second, mammalian red blood cells have a nucleus. This is wrong. Third, cardiac output is about 5 liters per minute. This is correct. So the correct statements, 2, that is the first and the third. Now let us clear up the mistakes students fall into. Misconception. The lub sound is made by the semilunar valves closing. Truth. Lub is the sound of the R valves closing, and dub is the semilunar valves. Misconception. Blood group AB is the universal donor. Truth. O is the universal donor, and AB is the universal recipient. Now test yourself. Before each answer appears, think it through. Answer first. That is how you build strong NEET recall. Question 1. The pacemaker of the heart. The answer, SAN. Question 2. The universal recipient blood group. The answer, AB. Question 3. What does the Chiasis complex represent? Ventricular depolarization. Question 4. The duration of one cardiac cycle. About 0.8 seconds. Question 5. Normal blood pressure. 120/80 millimeters of mercury. Let us gather it all in one breath. Blood equals plasma plus formed elements, and plasma is about 55%. RBC is the most numerous, carries hemoglobin, and lives about 120 days, while WBC defend the body. The heart has 4 chambers, and the SAN is the pacemaker. The cardiac cycle is about 0.8 seconds. Lub means the R valves, dub means the semilunar valves. Double circulation, blood crosses the heart twice, and CAS means ventricular depolarization. Next class, the excretory system, that is the nephron and how the kidney keeps balance. See you there. You just map the whole circulatory system, blood, the heart, and the beat. Be proud of that. One idea at a time, calm and steady, and you will surely crack NEET. This is typical monk. Every class, always free.